Hey guys, welcome to September's edition of Monthly Check-In. Today we're going to be discussing accountability and what that means as a creative. Also going to be diving into some of the things that I'm launching this month on other platforms, as well as give some more information on my new album, Unknown Advantage, which is out now on Even. So let's get into it first with my 3 monthly picks for September. First up, we have a song called One Time by a singer named Tash, who I've been following now for over a year. I think I discovered her on Spotify's R&B Radar playlist, which is updated every single Friday. I heard her song called Dopamine that came out last year, and I was instantly hooked, started checking out her back catalog. And ever since then, I've just been checking out all the songs she puts out. She usually tries to release one single a month, and this one came out at the tail end of August. Big fan of her producer named Mark Feist, who produces all of her stuff, does a lot of acoustic mixed with some R&B and some pop in there as well. And One Time is really it really feels like an end of the summer type of a track, like a cool down type of vibe. So definitely check that one out and check out all of Tash's material. She's quickly becoming one of my favorite singers, really just in general, so definitely go give her a listen. Next up, we have a single by Big Sean and The Alchemist called Together Forever. Big Sean is gearing up to drop a new album very soon. He originally was going to put it out on August 9th, ended up pushing it back. I've been kind of, on the fence about what I've heard so far from this album. He's put out, I think, 4 singles at this point. I liked a couple singles, didn't like the other 2 singles, to be honest. But this one, Together Forever, I really enjoy. This is really the first collaboration between The Alchemist and Big Sean. And obviously Alchemist does his thing on the production. I think Big Sean was actually rapping on the Palisades song that Larry June did on his Alchemist album. So technically that was like the first thing they did, but this is the first just Big Sean song that is produced by Alchemist. And again, Alchemist production, incredible as always. I felt like Sean felt really comfortable on this production. And I'm interested to see where it falls within context of the album, and if him and Alchemist did more songs. Is there going to be more songs on this project? And the project might even be out by the time this video drops. He has not put out a new release date for the album, but I think Together Forever is a nice offering. And to me, out of the 4 songs so far, it's the one I feel most confident in to get me excited for the project. So definitely go give that one a listen. My final choice this month is not a song, but a producer you should check out named Buddha Monk. Has a lot of different instrumental tapes out there and some collabs as well. I actually discovered him in 2022. He did a tape called Buddha Sport with Jansport J, who I mentioned on the picks last month. Another amazing producer, one of my favorites. So I discovered him through, the world of Jansport J's music, and I super randomly had some time on my hands last month. I was just going through different beats for inspiration and stumbled upon some Buddha Monk stuff and just started diving in. So definitely go check out his work. I love the sound design. It's very lo-fi mixed with boom bap, very dusty, old feel in the records. Whatever he does with his effects, I'm a huge fan of that sound and that style. And a lot of weird stuff too. So definitely give it a listen if you're into lo-fi beats, boom bap, hip hop production. He's got some songs with Amon Omari and a lot of other artists that are really cool too. So definitely go give him a listen. All right, so today's purpose of this video is just to touch a little bit on accountability as a music maker, what that's meant to me and what it might mean to you, or what you want it to mean to you in the future if you're just starting out. So to me, accountability is kind of the building blocks for success, really in anything. It's being able to hold yourself accountable or somebody else accountable in a project you're working on or whatever you're trying to do. To me, out of the 2, I would say self-accountability is the most important one though. To me, self-accountability is definitely something that can be taught to yourself or from someone else. And it's something that I've been able to learn really since around 2018 is really when I started to take notice of, I need self-accountability to have success. And that was around the time I started content creating and really coming up with more of a brand behind my music and what I was doing, as opposed to just making music with no real structure. Being able to plan content like social media, when you're going to release projects, all those sorts of things, having a whiteboard to write ideas down, using your phone for notes. That's all different ways that you can practice self-accountability in your career and what you're doing. I've always felt like accountability or holding someone else accountable is a lot more difficult because you're not really directly in control of another person's actions and what they're trying to do. I guess the best example I would have is like, you're working with someone and you're trying to meet a deadline on a certain project. Maybe you're working on a collab album, let's say that, and you want to, put it out by October, November of that year, and you're trying to get the songs done. You're doing all the things you can do on your end, but then the other person really isn't putting in that effort. So you might have to communicate with them. You might have to hop on a FaceTime call or just check in with them and really see, are you still looking to do this? Is it still something we want to pursue? And just kind of try to get to the bottom of why things aren't going the way they're supposed to on that person's end. And you don't have to be rude about it either. I mean, you can really just be open and honest with the person, especially if that's someone that you've known for a while. Just say, hey, is there anything you want to talk about? Maybe something that's holding you back from being able to get this done. Is there anything going on in life? Anything you feel comfortable opening up about? Things like that can help a lot and go a long way to kind of get things back on the right track. And it's just a different way to hold someone accountable, because I think when we think about, accountability, it always seems very stern and very, without grace. But I feel like when you give grace within the accountability, whether it's with yourself or with someone else, you get much better results than if you're coming off as being very demanding or you're trying to be the one in charge. You're going to get a much better result either way. And something that helps out before you even begin is making sure you're working with the right people who are going to be, they're going to respond well to that criticism or that accountability that you're trying to hold them to. If you're working with the wrong people, most likely it's not going to end well. If you try to, kind of check them or, see where they're at, they might really lash out, and that might not be good for you and your mental health at the end of the day. So I think it really starts with working with the right people, knowing each other's tendencies, but not being afraid to speak up. Definitely speak up, and you can do that. Like I said, it's a lot easier to do that with yourself than it is to do with someone else. But I think practice makes perfect, and each relationship is different, so you just have to treat it as such. And yeah, I think that's really what covers accountability and what it means to me, but really what it can mean to you guys as well in your own collaborations and your own work in general. So some news before we get out of here. I just started doing Twitch streams this month. On September 10th is going to be the first one. I don't know if this video will be out by then, but every Tuesday, almost every Tuesday, I don't know if it's going to be every single Tuesday, every Tuesday that I'm able to, 6 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be doing Twitch streams on twitch.tv/AnthonyChurch24, which I'll put the link in the description of this video as well. Subscribe, whatever you want to do, follow. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to go live as much as I can every week. And we're going to be kind of expanding on some of the stuff we're talking about in these monthly check-in videos, whether it be content ideas, talking about mental health as a musician, talking about some of my experiences, and just doing some really cool stuff as well. I don't know how much music making I'll be doing over there. My internet is not the best, so it's kind of hard to do a lot of things currently. But I'm trying to work out all the technical aspects to make the stream super cool and interactive. So if you are here on the YouTube channel and you want to join, over there, definitely feel free. Like I said, every Tuesday night, or almost every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and that's twitch.tv/AnthonyChurch24. I am very excited to start building that up and see what we can do. Hopefully do some giveaways, hopefully, get other people involved as well, and really build another extension of this community elsewhere. And another reminder, my new album called Unknown Advantage is currently on a platform called Even. You can pay $2 or more to have exclusive access to the music before anybody else does. You can download the MP3s for offline listening, or you can listen within the app. So you can do that. It will be coming to all streaming platforms this month on September 27th. So be on the lookout if you want to support that way. Definitely, wait till the 27th, by all means. The other thing is the vinyl pre-order is still going on. We have a few weeks left, but vinyl pre-order for Unknown Advantage, Diggers Factory, I'm going to put that in the link, the description of the video. Yeah, you get what I mean. I'm putting all these links in the description of the video, so you'll be able to access all of them. With the vinyl pre-order could be going on until October 1st. There's still plenty of copies left. So, definitely check that out if you want to take the album home. Other than that, I just want to say, thanks to everybody that reached out about, what I talked about with my own health last month. I really appreciate you guys. I'm feeling a lot better than I did a month ago when I filmed the last video. So it definitely means a lot, and hopefully gonna keep improving and getting better as well. So, here's to hoping the rest of the year is a little less, on the health issues side and really more on just being able to focus on the content. But I'm excited for, what I'm gonna have to round out the year and already working on a lot of things for 2025. So as always, I appreciate you guys for watching this month, and we'll see you next month for October's monthly check-in. Until then, peace.